I'm Davie.
I'm Misti.
DM Watts.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it.
What is going on, everybody? I am Davie.
I'm Misti.
And welcome to another episode of DM Watch.
Wash? Or DM Wash.
DM Watch.
It's the new DM Wash show.
Yeah, it is. DM Watch podcast. So if you're watching us, you may see just a little bit of fur. And there's the nose.
Just a nose.
Yeah, see the dog here. She wants her
Just
treats.
a doodle nose.
Yep,
It's
she
the
wants her little
booper.
treats that she gets when we record.
Boop.
So without further ado, here you go. Leave me alone.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's just
go on, get
Jaws. Kind of an eye.
Get on up out of here. But hey, hope everybody's doing all right. How are you today, beautiful?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for asking.
Yep. So
It's been a
before
long
we-
day.
It's been a long day. Before we do anything, before we talk about anything, I would like
Okay.
to talk about the Powerball.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Powerball. Check it out, man. The
Well, I mean,
Powerball-
what we need to talk about is you won't know we've won, but there
Yeah.
will be signs.
There will be signs.
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
there's going to be like all these new interviews,
Mhm.
and it's going to be of like really great people.
Exactly. Welcome, Snoop Dogg, to DMY podcast.
What up, Snoop?
We got Snoop Dogg in the house, and oh hey, Kevin Hart, glad to see you
Oh,
rolling around here.
Can we talk about the
Yeah,
unapologetic?
yeah, like who had it first? Who said it first? I thought just if I ever see him, I just want him to know that we said it first. But anyway, yeah, $1 billion.
$1
$1
billion. It's crazy. You can't even.
Yeah.
And the cash option was what, 480?
I think okay. So when we talk Powerball, look, I would never be upset by still getting 400 and something million.
No.
But damn, 1 billion down to 400 and something million.
I'm good.
Look, I'm still good.
That'll get me a house.
It's still good.
That'll get me a very nice, modest home in all 50 states.
Now, when we say 400 something million, think about this.
And then I can
first.
go anywhere.
Let's think about this first, because with 1 billion, the government's even the highest tax bracket, right? Which is what, 27%?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
why not?
27%.
27% sounds
Yeah,
good.
so so
Sure.
at 27%, they're taking $270 million. $270 million from you. So that's going to leave you about $730 million.
Again, a really nice,
Yeah.
modest home in all 50 states.
Yeah.
Including Hawaii and Alaska.
Yeah. And also,
And then I'll play
get it
the
twisted.
ultimate game of hide and seek.
Don't get it twisted with what I said. I did these numbers already. This is not something I just randomly
This
came up
is-
with.
yeah.
It's math in public. I don't do that.
He
I've
doesn't
already
do
wrote all
that.
this shit
He has
down.
to be prepared.
Yep, I wrote all this shit down. So
Where I'm sitting
so
there going,
270 million could leave you about 730 million.
Yeah.
Then you got to get taxed by the state.
Sure.
So the state is like, oh,
Well, and then you're going to have
looks like
people
you
don't
got-
understand. You're going to have, like, then the next year,
Yeah.
whatever interest you make, because you're going to make interest
Right.
on it, like literally thousands of dollars a month you're going to make on the
in
interest. So that's new income.
Wait.
So
hold
you're
on.
going to stay in that tax bracket.
Right. So the other thing about that is, so you get taxed by the state. Then when you do your taxes, they say, oh, looks like you made. So after all after taxes, and let's just say you're left with 400 million. We'll just say nice round number, 400 million.
Sure.
Then they're gonna say, oh, looks like you made 400 million and a measly whatever 30 or 40,000 mixed in what your normal pay is.
Right.
Now we got to tax that lump sum, because now that's your whole income for the year,
Yeah.
because you get taxed on your annual.
All I know is
So you
it's
better have some
going
investments lined up.
straight to the investment person.
Yeah, it's going straight to
and,
investment.
Like trust,
Mhm.
and again, nobody will
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, man, I gotta stop this. Apparently, me and Mr. Ash met
Oh
up
my
again. I'm telling you. I
God.
feel
Are
like,
you back with the ash?
well, see, what you guys need to understand. I've been training with the spirit of Bruce Lee, and the way he trains me is he throw beanbag powder at me.
fitting. I'm wearing my Cobra Kai
Yeah, you see what I'm
sweatshirt.
saying? And what he
So
throw
that's
these,
very fitting.
he throw these powdered
that you're
bags
talking
at
about
me.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, and I block him with my elbows every time.
Hi.
You need to understand that. That's what it's all about.
At least I got you to take the do-rag off.
Yeah, I took the do. You guys may see the line. See the little shaded line.
Mm.
Look like my forehead is still trying to make up his mind, like half want to be in the sun, half don't, or something like that. But it's that's what it is. But no, I mean, you think about the Powerball though. It's 1 billion. I ain't want to take up too much time talking about this, but
Too late.
I know $1 billion. $1 billion is what we're talking about.
I'll tell you one thing I'm gonna get.
What's that?
Shark with a freaking laser beam strapped to its head. I know that.
That's happening.
Because I'm getting a fucking moat. Yeah. That's
Get
gonna
the
be the
moat.
sign. Misty must have won the Powerball.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a
Yeah.
really nice, modest, like 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch
Yeah.
and a moat
They just appeared
with
apparently out of
sharks
nowhere.
and laser beams strapped to their freaking heads.
Oh, so before we click on this question, notice the mugs. I'm saying the mugs, the DM Watts podcast
DM
mug,
Watts
and then
mugs.
she got the other DM Watts podcast mug. We just want y'all to know that. So it's there. So moving right along, it is time
Merch.
for our
DM Watts merch.
There it is. Time for our question generator.
Brought to you by Redbubble.
Yeah, that's right, Redbubble. So the random question generator of the day. Let's see what the question is going to be.
Are you on the right camera?
Yes, I am. Yes, I
Okay.
am. So let me
Okay.
make sure. Let me make sure.
I didn't know.
Yep, right on the
Oh,
right
you
camera.
are.
Yep, there we go. So, who is one of your best friends, and
Oh,
what do you love
I
about?
didn't get to drum roll.
Oh, sorry. Do you
It's
want
my favorite part of the show.
So you want
No,
to click for
no,
another question?
We're fine.
Okay.
It's
all right.
fine.
Okay. Who is
One of your best
who is one of your
friends,
best friends, and
and
what do you love about 'em?
them?
Boom. Who's one of your best friends, and what do you love about them? Not a bad topic to talk about.
It's not a bad topic.
So
Can't
clearly,
say that word apparently. It's not a bad topic to talk about.
all right. So what do you got for this one off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head,
Mhm.
you.
See, and I was about to say this. I was going to say clearly the first thing out of both of our heads is going to be each other.
And here's the thing, like, and I don't mean to speak for you, but I feel like I can. It's not even about like guilt. Oh, I better say it's Davie. No, it's literally true. Like,
Yeah.
yes, we're married, and yes, we're in love, and yes, we're happy, but we like each other. Like,
Yeah.
you can have all those things, love and being happy, and not really like the person. It can
That's
happen.
true. That is very
I
true.
mean, it's just, that's a thing, and I really I like you.
Well, I like you too.
Thank you.
I like you too. So,
And we're very strict about what we say about our marriage and stuff like that. We really believe it's a
Yeah.
covenant, and we just kind of keep our relationship to ourselves. But I do tell you everything.
yeah.
There's no reason not to.
Well, we both do. So when I mean, that's what I was gonna say is like, and when we talk about who is your best friend, and what do you let's say who is one of your best friends and what do you love about them? So obviously, I would say the same thing with her, but it's the same thing like you said. Like, okay, obviously, there's like we're like, oh no, if we don't say each other,
Of
But no, I
you're
agree.
gonna say that.
because ours is a whirlwind marriage, right? We literally got married 6 months after knowing each other. I was
Third date. He
smitten.
proposed on the third
The
date.
third date. That is true story, folks.
And the
Yes,
third date was 3 days after we met.
That's right. So I couldn't help myself. Still smitten. Still smitten. So here we are. Here we are 4 years later, still madly in love.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so what do I love most about her? Man. So let me tell you this. Is the one thing that I love most about her is what most guys love about their woman,
Keep
but
it
hate at the
G-rated.
same time. huh?
G-rated.
Whatever. G-rated. I won't even get into that. But no, what
Our
I like
moms are
is
listening.
the truth. So it's not a matter of if your feelings are hurt or anything
Oh,
like it.
yeah.
Like it has to be said.
It's yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. You don't want me to say this, but here's the truth. You know what I mean? And I think that as of right now, she made me one of those ones like, hey, it's okay to tell the truth. You're not finna get
Yeah.
shot for telling the truth.
Yeah, and
It's
it
one of them
wasn't.
things us guys struggle with. I
Well,
can say
but
that.
it wasn't even like the truth. It was like you were allowed to talk. You were allowed to disagree. You're allowed
yeah.
to say,
Yeah.
no, I don't like that outfit.
Yeah.
You're allowed to say, because I value your opinion and I
Mhm.
respect you. So you're allowed to say, I don't agree with that because you respect me enough
Yeah.
to know that I'm going to make my own decision
Yeah.
and that I'm coming to you for input. And you will then back me no matter what. Like
Yeah.
you do. And getting to getting you to realize that there was not going to be a repercussion from you telling and being honest about how you felt, about what you thought about certain things, that it was going to be okay. I think that took a long time.
Yeah, and I think that's true, because a lot of it, when you think about it, as far as telling the truth, and when you're having your best friend, is because, let's be honest, with your best friend, you can talk to him about anything, right?
Yeah.
You talk to him anything, and then when a lot of relationships or marriages, so he or she is my best friend, I can tell him anything, and a lot of that isn't true.
That's not true.
Yeah, a lot of that isn't true.
That's not true.
Let's be honest here. A lot of folks say that, but that's not what they mean. A lot of it is not true. Like, oh, I could talk to him. No, you can't. No, you can't. But it's one of those things that we say with each other, that we can talk to each other about anything, and we like to, and that's what we like to do. But I mean, we have other friends too. Let's be honest. We're not our only.
Oh yeah, we're not.
We're our
no,
only two friends that we have.
It's just that I think we're the ultimate, like. There's so many different ways of perceptions of what a best friend is. I mean, you then have to define it. But for us, like, we like doing the same things, but we also like doing things that the other doesn't like to do. However, we allow the other to explore that and look at that, and, we join in. And being a best friend is also being honest and saying, hey, I think you're really messing it up right now.
Yes.
And you need to do better for you. You're better than that.
Because
and if you don't have a best friend that says that to you, you don't have a best friend.
Well, and that's the thing. The definition of friends has changed dramatically from when we were younger. Like what she was just saying. If you don't have a friend like that, then, check your circle. Because, remember when we went to the gas station and I went in there to get some lottery tickets?
Yeah.
And then the young lady there was upset because I went in to get some lottery tickets. I was like, how are you today? Not good. Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. Like, well, I hope I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm breaking up with my boyfriend as soon as he get back.
Okay, didn't ask. Just wanted
didn't
a lottery
ask any
ticket.
Of these things.
$1 billion.
Yeah. One of the damn lottery. You could probably just go ahead and take this ticket and head on and scan it through. Give me that. Hey. Nope. Well, he was out. He's in the Army, and he's TDY, and she heard, her best friend told her that he was trying to get with her.
That she heard.
I said, okay.
From her brother's cousin.
I said, okay, so just out of curiosity, do your best friend and him get along? No. Oh, okay. Red flag. Red flagged. They don't get along. She was like, no. I said, have you seen, you said he was Snapchatting her. He was like, yeah. Did your friend show you the Snapchats? No. She forgot to screenshot him. She forgot to screenshot him.
Red
but
flag.
You're ready to break up with your boyfriend because of what your friend just told you.
But it's also hard, too, because she was like, what, 20?
Yeah, she was easily like maybe 20 years old.
So
but
we're
got to take the age into consideration,
well, yeah, because we're old enough to be her parents.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as Snapchat goes, nothing good comes from Snapchat.
Nothing.
If you're our age.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, though. These 20-somethings, they all use it.
Yeah.
And that's whatever.
Snapchat was never intended for anything good.
Is not a good thing.
Snapchat
not good.
Was never intended for anything good at all with Snapchat. It was like Snapchat is the Ashley Madison of social media.
It is so bad. It's so bad.
Snapchat is literally the Ashley Madison.
Don't do
apps.
it.
That's all that is. Like,
but
take a picture and it disappears. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm sure that's,
But does it, though?
Y'all don't remember the snapping?
The snapping?
Yeah. No, I'm not joking. It was called the snapping. Snapchat server got, they got hacked.
Oh.
And they just released all these photos.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was called the snapping.
Oh.
It was, look it up for those who are listening. It was called the snapping.
And here's the thing about that, though. It would have been easy because Snapchat filters are freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they are the bomb. I love them.
Yeah,
they're so much fun. But.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Like I said, it was not good. When I say
it's not good.
It was on the news for a while. They servers got hacked.
No, see, I wouldn't know that.
Their servers got hacked, and they released all these pictures of random people. People showing themselves.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was not.
Ooh.
It was not fun for some folks.
Yeah, but anyways, I mean that's the thing though. Like, why is your best friend one Snapchatting him,
Yeah.
or why is
That's-
he Snapchatting
She
her?
said that he Snapchatted her. No proof. Because of this, if you're her best friend and you're like, hey, this is wrong, let me have the proof.
Not only that, but everybody needs to understand, and I'm not disrespecting the Army. I'm being freaking honest. Military is a sexual culture.
Of course it
And
is.
if you're going to, you have to really know the person you're getting with. And if you're like a 20-something and they just got in,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? Guess what? That's going
to
to take a special kind of person that
Not
is
saying
not
that people-
partake. Because I know there are people that don't partake in the sexual culture of it. I'm sure there is. But let's say 90%.
Yeah. I can't.
Because you're 18, 20, you've never been anywhere, and here's everything offered to you.
And that's true. Like, especially if your first assignment is overseas. It's
Here's-
like,
yeah. I
if your
mean,
first assignment
here's
is
the
overseas,
world.
it's like, hey, you've never left the middle of Kansas.
mhm.
And next thing you know, here is Japan, Korea, Germany, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not in
Exactly.
Kansas anymore. It's like, I'm
But,
not- yeah.
okay, let's get out of the military, back to
Yeah.
best friends.
Of course, best friends.
But, people got to be careful. They've really got to know, of course, everybody's going to have a best friend that they grew up with
True.
and things like that. There's so many different categories of best friends.
Okay. Well, I'd like to actually steer it back to the military on that one when you start talking about friends, because some of the military gives you a different type of friends.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? When I say a different type of friends, by that I'm meaning, like, I was in the fire department. You may have people that you literally.
And that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Like,
you
but
may have those friends that you can't stand,
Sure.
but
But you
in
trust
the
with
middle
your
of a
life.
firefight, you trust that person. It ain't
You
about
have
you
to.
know what he stole my girlfriend. So I
Yeah.
ain't messing with him. But in the middle of a firefight, no, that very dude or female that stole your boyfriend, girlfriend, may be the one you depended on
Yeah.
to keep your butt safe.
Well, but I mean, firefighters are so close anyways. They have to be.
Yeah.
Because of that
Yeah.
and that trust. And then if you throw in military on top of it, again,
Right.
same kind of it's trust, and you were firefighter in the military.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have all these amazing friends with shared experiences.
Yeah. So you have, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Different categories of friends, right?
Yeah.
They're, you know what you view.
You have your military friends.
Right.
You have your childhood friends.
Right.
You have best friends in your family, like a
Yeah.
sibling or whatever.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then
My brother.
yeah.
My
And then
brother.
but it's just funny how, and then you go through life, you might have your older friend or your retired
Yeah.
friend, or when you're a mom, you have your mom friends.
Yeah. You have your different categories.
Yeah.
So this is why this subject can be so broad too, right?
Yeah,
Why
it's
this
pretty
subject
cool.
can be so broad.
Because
like
then you
said,
can sit there and
depending
you're
on
like,
the
because people
category.
have work friends, or they have
Right.
work wives, or work husbands, or
Yeah.
work kids. I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, hell, our brother adopted. He calls his next door neighbor's kid his third son.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? He calls him his third son because he's always over there, right? You know what I'm saying?
And then you have like your younger friends that you're just kind of like, hey, trying to mentor, and you have
Yeah.
older friends that you're still trying to learn from.
right. So you can have a best friend in different categories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hate it when people are like, I only have one best friend.
Yeah.
You can only have one best friend. No, you
Mm,
really
yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
But
But
you can have your best church friend.
that's true. One thing remains true though about friends. And this is a rarity that you find that doesn't happen. I find that this happens all the time. People change.
Yeah,
that
they
friend
do.
you had in high school,
They do.
you can literally be like, I don't fuck with you no more.
Yeah.
It ain't even a matter of, okay, yeah, we grew apart. We haven't spoken in a while. It's like you see where this person is in their life. You're like, that's
Yeah.
no,
I've
that's,
seen that.
and then they call you up, what up? And you're like, oh, okay, you're still,
Yeah.
19, 20-year-old.
That's always bad.
So then it's like, hey, you have decisions to make, right? Do you pick up the phone or do you tell them about it? Look, man, I don't get out like that. That's just not what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't get out like y'all get out.
Well, and then you just, then you have your friends that, you grow apart from. Like I've had, a wonderful friend, and there's no reason that her and I have,
Yeah.
aren't communicating or whatever. It's just life.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, I know that if I were to talk to her again, we'd pick it right back up,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be this whole thing. But as far as like, I don't know. I just,
But no, see, I have those same things. I talk about my friend Kyerla David,
yeah.
right? It's like, look, we grew older. It's not that I have anything against them. It's
No.
just like, hey, man, life. You
It's
guys
just
over there, I'm
life.
over here.
It's different
doing your thing.
experiences,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
what it is.
it's funny how that goes. But yeah,
Yeah. You want it. There's no coincidence that we chose this topic.
oh, it's not.
Yeah, no, okay, it is, but still.
Oh, okay.
So
it wasn't
friends.
the random question generator with a rubber ducky.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you really like the rubber ducky.
I
as a
do.
question generator.
I like rubber duckies.
That's just like you guys
Kinda
thought she put
forgot
emphasis
that.
on that rubber ducky comment, right?
I like
She
rubber
really,
duckies.
yeah.
They're
So
fun.
what I was gonna say when it comes to friends, rubber duckies. All right, but when it's coming to friends, going back to our previous conversation, the fake friends, such as the people that come along when you win the lottery. But
Man, why do you think I'm getting the
the,
boat?
the fake friends
With
that
the
come
sharks and the
along when
labor
you let her-
reams.
to the lottery winner. Congratulations. I guess I'm congratulating ourselves. So, baby, congratulations on
Congratulations, my
winning the
love.
Powerball
You
ahead
deserve
of
it.
time in the future. So we just, hey, thanks everybody for congratulating us.
will-
We didn't want to put it out there.
I will let you know where
Yeah,
49
so-
of the 50 homes are.
Yeah, but those friends, right? Those friends, and then all of a sudden, everybody has cancer when you win. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has.
No.
or
Everybody
mother
has
is
a
a terminal.
business idea.
Oh Lord, I'm either that's one of the
Everybody.
two.
See, okay, so wait, and I've got to make you watch this movie. You've never seen the movie The Jerk. Wait,
I've
was it
not.
The Jerk?
I've not seen the movie. The
Yes, it was The Jerk.
Jerk.
And he creates this thing, and it's for the eyeglasses, and he becomes like an overnight billionaire.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and all the people come to him, and like, we need money. We've got an up and coming sport, and they're like showing him this film of it, and it's kittens fighting. And he's like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And it was just really, instead of cockfighting, it was kitten fighting.
Yeah.
And it was just, but it was through, you see this whole like evolution of him just like this dude that was just starting out his life and is kind of stupid. And he, then becomes a billionaire, and how like money starts to change him. And it's one of the lines I'm always saying. Bernadette Peters plays his girlfriend in it.
Uh-huh.
And they lose the money, or his wife, and they lose all the money.
Oh.
He ends up getting sued because the thing he made was for eyeglasses, and he made everybody
I've
go
seen
cross-eyed.
That. It made everybody go
Yeah.
cross-eyed. I have seen that movie.
And so, he's like, is that all you think about is the money? And she's like, it's not the money, Clayman. It's all this stuff. That's what I'm always going, I'm just going to miss this stuff. Because, anyways.
Well, I mean, I remember The Jerk. I don't remember the lines.
Get away from the cans. Sorry.
It's-
I'm a child of the 70s.
Yeah.
And I love Steve Martin so much.
Clearly. But I mean, that goes once again, like we said, with fake friends, right? It's like, the Jerk. That's a prime example. Like, hey, he got all this money, and all of a sudden, like you said, people come to you with business ventures. All of a sudden, they're your friends from
charities.
You
need
got
help.
cousins you don't know that existed.
Yeah.
From
Oh,
your daddy's side on the
Yeah.
3rd Street over whatever. But it's that's what it is. I'm just saying. That's what it is. You don't remember me, man? Like, we went to grade school with each other. What?
The crappy thing for you, though, is
Mhm.
you have no memory of stuff.
Yeah.
So they literally could be telling you the truth, and you wouldn't know.
Well, whether I would know or not, the answer's still the
Well,
same.
it's I guess this
Still the
question is
same.
more about, like, who's in your circle.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got, come on, let's be real, you've got Dennis.
Yeah, of course I get. Yeah, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, brother? He know who he is. But yeah, I mean, he already know the deal. You know what I'm saying? But you got people who was never in your circle that all of a sudden. The thing is, when you have friends, lottery or not, when you have friends, it has been so important nowadays in today's society is to keep that circle as tight as possible.
You have
Don't
to.
always look to expand that circle, because what we have both had to find out the hard way, the more you expand that circle, the harder it is for your span of control to be able to, view everything. To be able to step outside and see why is the circle so big? You're just like, hey, everything's cool. You have a circle this big, the size of this cup, trying to put 5,000 things in it. It's like,
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Remember what happened to MC Hammer, people?
Remember that?
Remember the MC Hammer?
Don't get me wrong. They put me in the mix. Look, Hammer was, for those who don't know MC Hammer, you can't touch this. Too legit.
Too legit.
Too quit.
Too
something,
legit.
I think that's
to
how it
quit.
went.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Hey,
Anyway.
hey.
Yep. That. Just like that.
That's why we pray.
Yep. The MC Hammer. The man was like a multi-millionaire 100 times over.
Hammer time.
Hammer time. And that's what happened.
And the
his
hammer
friends,
pants.
Hammer timed all his funds. He was giving out like crazy.
Yeah.
Giving out like crazy. And next thing you know, Hammer was broke. It was hammer time on his finances.
Yep.
That's what happened. So that's what we talk about, though, with friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they talk about who's your best friend and, what do you love about them, take all those things into consideration.
You have to.
You have to. Like, who's going to have your back through thick and thin no matter what? Whether you rich, poor. If you went broke right now.
Who would be with you?
Who could you call right now and say, man, I fell on bad times. I'm broke. I need a place to stay. Look, I won't be, in your hair. I need to get my feet up. Say, who could you call to do that? It's one thing that I used to tell my children when they were younger. And it's like, oh, my friend. I'm like, listen to me. You think they're your friend?
They're not your friend.
They're not your friend. I said, I'm going to tell you something. Get kicked out of my home and ask to stay with them. You think they're your friend? Let me tell you something. They're your friend. Yeah, they're the one that's driving you around. Okay. That's your friend. Ask them to pick you up from work. Watch how quickly that a ride home from your job turns into $20 in gas.
Yeah, that's true.
It turns into $20 in gas money. So, but that's the pretty much the gist behind it, baby. You got anything else on it? Nope. I saw it. You were just like, no, I'm golden here.
No, I just think, people need to realize that, you can have multiple friends and there's only a few core, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing for me is like your spouse or your partner or whoever should never keep you from talking to those people.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that we have, in our I am not. If I see one of your friends is not good for you or is constantly putting you in a state of upset or something, okay, I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
Because I am your best friend.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be like, dude, they're not good for you, but whatever. Like, I'm just saying, every time you talk to them, you get really irritated. So figure that shit out.
That happens. Before we go, I want to comment on my shirt, though. She has the Cobra Kai.
I have a cool shirt.
Yeah, the cool shirt. I got, for those who don't know, okay, next to the dog, got you. But
what,
so
Dad?
I'm sitting here chilling.
What's your shirt,
I was
Dad?
coming out of my physical therapist. And this old guy said, "Hey, I just want you to know this shirt you got on really dates you. This is a shirt of Jesus.
It's a cartoon, like an anime
it's like
Jesus.
A cartoon animated Jesus giving the devil a noogie.
And it's funny. It says noogie,
It
noogie,
says
noogie,
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 noogie.
noogie.
And he was like, I haven't heard anybody use that word noogie in forever, bro. He said, you're really dating yourself. I said, all right, well, I just wanted
It's a very
y'all to
cool
know that
shirt. But I have to I don't know why we went to that, but
Good.
I have to
just
say
wanted
this.
I saw my shirt.
So I had to take Davie, our son, to one of our sons to the emergency room, and he was wearing his new hat, and I didn't. I forgot that he had gotten himself a new hat, and he showed me, but it went. I'm like, oh, that's funny. And so this hat, it's a black baseball cap, and it's in Titleist font.
Yep.
So if you know Titleist, you
It's
know
like
that
a signature or
font.
something, right?
Yeah, you know this font.
That's what Titleist font is.
It's, golf balls and stuff. It's very distinct font. And but it says titties. And it makes you take a double take.
Yeah.
And I took him to the emergency room, and I turned, I was, talking to someone, and I turned and looked, and everybody's looking at his hat. Like the doctors and nurses and stuff, and they're just kind of like this half smile. And I look at his hat, and I'm like, why do they keep staring at him?
Yeah, his hat.
Then I saw his hat, and it said titties. I'm like,
yeah.
this
It's
kid.
but it's one of those things that you just look at like, that. Okay.
Does that really say titties, or
Yeah, it's just,
am I having a stroke?
But that's an inside joke too. Is I told him how come you didn't say like big ass on it and say big ass titties.
Is that your favorite movie?
Yeah, it's my favorite movie, Tropic Thunder. Y'all go ahead and take a look at that.
By the way, your kid shouldn't be your best friend.
yeah. Let's go ahead and throw that out there.
No,
Your
I mean,
kid should not be your
there's
best
a
friend.
level of friendship you have as your kids get older, and that as you get older that you have with your children. But
Yeah. Sorry, the dog. But no,
Anyways.
I agree. Your kids really should not be your best friend because then lines get crossed.
yeah, but, I mean, you
Lines
have a
get
friendship
crossed.
with your mother. I have a friendship with
Mhm.
my mother. But
Yeah.
you know, there's
we have relationships.
we have relations.
Yeah, we
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you get it. You
I
get-
lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you
Don't
get
care.
what we're trying to say, but the line doesn't get crossed. Like it's her mom. She's her mom daughter. You know what I mean? And stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it's not like, hey, we talk, but it's just like, all right, look, I get it, you're my mom, and so like I know that the lines don't get crossed. You're not my therapist either. You know what I mean? Like can't just come
Oh,
out,
sure.
and be a certain way.
But
you know?
that's the thing, and with your best friends, guys, make sure that you give or you receive, you give as much as you.
as much as you receive just as much as you give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're always dumping on your best friend, like
Yeah.
with your problems, make sure that you're there to listen to
To
them
listen
too.
to theirs. Don't be that type. That was that fair weather friend. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, fair weather friend.
Fair weather friend.
Oh
I'll
Lord.
be there to the end.
Oh my.
Johnny Gill.
Oh,
Nobody-
okay.
All right, look it up.
Oh,
Johnny Gill.
you
When you
sounded
TikTok
exactly like that.
this, when you TikTok this, it better be Johnny Gill's on there. Fair weather friend. I won't be no fair weather friend. It sounds just like that.
Oh my.
Yeah, just
You
I
were
think
really
that's how
getting
he
it.
sung That's how
You're
he said,
getting it.
I'll be there to the end.
You sound just like Johnny Gill.
even in stormy weather.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like
It's great.
I didn't
He
make my
keeps
mouth
going.
go really wide like Johnny Gill's mouth does. No, I clearly know she's joking with me. So anyway,
I love it when you sing. You're my best friend. I'm being honest.
yeah, see. Anyway, that's gonna do it for our best friend episode. She is such a punk.
I
Whatever it is. That's gonna do it for our best friend episode, guys. Who's your best friend? What do you love about him?
Yeah.
And this is my other best friend, man's best friend.
Man's best friend. Your animals.
Yeah, my dog.
And then I have all my best friends from, growing up.
Yeah. So
I
take
love
a
you
look.
guys.
Take a look at your
You know
circle.
who you are.
If it's too big, tighten it up.
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus.
They know who they are.
Hey, Bobby.
And it's like it sounds like the new edition or something like
Right?
that. It really is.
We used to roll around the
That's what
bay.
I'm saying.
They
Ronnie
know who they
Bobby.
are.
Sound like he was calling it a new edition cast or something.
Well,
But hey, that's our episode.
it was Oakland
guys.
in the 80s. Yeah.
That's our episode, guys, for your friends and stuff like that. And do you love them? What do you love about them? Yeah, who's your best friend? What do you love about them, guys? But hey, thanks for tuning in for this episode of DMY's podcast. Thank you guys. Thank you for continuing to listen to us. We really appreciate it all. Signing off for DMY's podcast, I am Davie.
I'm Misty.
And we are DMY. Sorry you guys didn't win the Powerball because that's going to be our thing.
Go get the shovel for the boat.
Hey, in the words of Drake, no new friends.